B'nai Yisrael Daily. Today I'm interviewing one of the top candidates for the elections for King and Queen coming up this year. I asked Devorah from Shevet Ephraim many questions to find out why you should choose her as your next queen. Shalom Devorah, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so honored to be here.
Well, let's cut to the chase. You're running for queen this year.
Yes, that's correct.
Well, many viewers want to get to know their possible future queen a little better. Can you tell us more about your personal or family history that might make you stand out from the other candidates?
Well, not to sound arrogant, but I've done pretty well monetarily in my life. I think this can bring comfort to the citizens of our country by reassuring them that I have no reason to accept bribes or favors from anyone. I'm able to support myself and get things done myself.
That sounds great. Since we are also a very religious nation, what would you bring as a spiritual leader if elected?
I am very privileged to be both a Navi and a Shofet. I not only have communication with Hashem, but I'm a fair, impartial judge. I think this is a very important quality for a leader to have. I'm also one of the few leaders in Jewish history to have one of their personal songs published in the Torah. If you look at the words, you can see that I am very confident in my spiritual self. This confidence will enable me to set my ground once elected and really establish the spirituality of our nation.
That sounds amazing. As we all know, our nation is very prone to war, so it is crucial for us to have a leader that is strong militarily. What about you fits this necessity?
As many of you know, my husband Barak is a very powerful military leader. Because I have this advantage with all his knowledge, I will delegate most of the military decisions and strategies to him. But don't think I won't be involved, because I believe every leader should have hands-on experience. I will be at Barak's side during every conflict and war involving our nation, learning how to conquer and defeat our enemies.
Another very important quality for a leader to embody is a strong sense of morals and ethics. What about you portrays this characteristic?
Great question. As many of you know, I enjoy sitting under a date tree. I do this to be a very accessible and non-threatening leader. It also helps preserve my femininity.
Why specifically a date tree?
Date translates to Tamar in Hebrew. Tamar was another great woman in Jewish history. She has a long story whose details are not important, but the characteristics she portrayed, some good and some bad, are why I chose a date tree. Tamar put herself in the position of breaking yichud, and by me sitting under a date tree, I remain in a public place, so showing my loyalty to halacha and my promise to never put myself in that position. Tamar also took initiative when she knew something had to be done, which is something I strive to have in my leadership. A good leader is powerful and isn't afraid to take matters into her own hands. I try to be this way just like Tamar was.
That is very moving. I, being a big fan of yours, have studied your song in depth. I noticed at the end you mentioned Sister's mom. This seems quite a strange addition to a song about our victories. Why did you place this here?
I think it's important, regardless your success, to remember those who are suffering. Even though Sister was bad and needed to be killed, he still had a mother who cared about him. I had sympathy for her. Being a woman, I can commiserate with the feeling of a mother losing her child. No one should ever go through that. And I think it's important to show our people that Sister was a person as well. Although the victory was necessary, we should never rejoice in someone's death.
Wow. Thank you so much for joining today. I hope our viewers make the right decision and vote for you to be our next queen. Lahitaraot.
Bye.